Welcome to your weekend focus for March the 25th and the 26th, 2023. Well, this is where you might decide to start that home improvement project you've always wanted to do. And now would be the time to start. We'll talk about that and so much more. Let's start at the beginning. Let me introduce myself to you. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We have the 25 energy today. The 25 energy symbolizes difficulty or success after difficulty, I should say. So if you have been going through a difficult time, know that you can start to see some successes starting to form, so long as you are keeping your focus and working through it rather than trying to ignore the problem, the scenario that you are challenged with. 5 plus 2 is a 7 energy, so that is standing in one's truth. That is not giving away a part of ourselves when we compromise in order to create harmony and beauty in our lives. If we look at the numerology of Saturday, we go 3 plus 7 plus 7, which would be a 17, which is making the impossible possible. Seeing the way forward, clarity comes in, understanding comes in, knowledge comes in. 1 plus 7 is an 8. That's abundance. That's abundance in your pocket. That is utilizing or embracing your strength, your courage, and taking a risk on you and walking with a sense of integrity as you do. Now, as we move to Sunday, we have the 26 energy. Now, the 26 energy usually brings in some kind of good news, good tidings. Boys, settle down. They are best friends, I promise. The 26 energy brings in good news, but it's because of you having a focus and keeping your focus on certain things that now you are gaining headway. So for the weekend, for the numerology, I mean, we can really go in a forward direction with a confidence. If we do the numerology of the day for Sunday, it would be a 3 plus an 8 plus a 7, which gives us an 18, and that is our inner child. That is allowing our inner child to come out, our self-expression to come out, to feel the freedom, to feel the liberation, to be in the moment, to experience the now, to understand what really brings you joy, happiness, and love, the feeling of love into your life. We have the sun in Aries, and the moon will be in Taurus for most of the day on Saturday. I think it leaves, like late in the evening. And then we will wake up to the moon in Gemini on Sunday. So we have the moon in Taurus, which is more of a laid back kind of feeling. We're looking at our finances. We're looking at building and growing security, that sense of safety around us, getting our ducks in a row. To Gemini energy on Sunday, where we will be curious and we'll want to do different things and we'll want to learn different things and we'll want to try different things and we want to kind of embrace that spice of life. Now, the highlight, which I guess I should have started this video with, was Mars goes into Cancer. So we have had Mars in Gemini since like mid-October, but because of the retrograde, Mars spent a very long time in Gemini, and we're kind of comfortable with Mars in Gemini now that we're going forward. We're not really making a lot of headway, but we are talking about things, we are growing things, we are investigating things, we're learning things with our Mars going through Gemini. Now it goes into Cancer. So a couple of things. Cancer is home and family, absolutely. So this is where you might pull out the hammer and the nails and get to work on maybe a home improvement project that you started in the past but never finished, or starting a whole brand new project. Mars will be in Cancer, I believe, until mid-May. So you can take on a more extensive project if you so desire to, because you have the energy supporting you to do things like that in your life, okay? Also, we will feel very protective of our loved ones, of the things that we believe in, and we will find ourselves being a lot more of that protective shield. We will fight for ourselves on behalf of something else or somebody else. And trust me when I say that if you do not have a passion or a desire to actually take that step forward when Mars is in Cancer, you will not take that step. You have to build that passion, that desire, that will, that want, that drive. So give yourself a pep talk every morning of what you're going to accomplish, of what you're going to do, so that Mars can get on board with you, okay? And also Mars, it's not from A to B when Mars is in Cancer. It's more of a meandering path. It's more of a, I shouldn't say meandering, maybe passive would be the word that we'd want to use here. On top of that happening, we have Venus and Neptune, and they're not getting along. So we might doubt ourselves or how lovable we are, how beautiful we are, how sensual we can be, how romantic we can be. We'll doubt these things in ourselves, or we will doubt these things in relationships. This is a time when we either zone in on that critical flaw or we completely ignore it. So depending on the alignment for you personally, you could, just that's all you can see right now. On the other hand, it could be something that you completely ignore, you push off to the side so you can't see it, and life goes on, and we throw little rose petals in the air while we walk. So be careful of that energy because you want to see those critical flaws. You want to see where especially relationships need the work so that you can do the work, or understand that you need to separate yourself from the individual or the group. So it brings in an awareness and a knowledge if you allow it. But we could doubt ourselves. So know that that is just Venus and Neptune not getting along, okay? And we're not matching up to our ideal of who we should be in some way. And pay attention to that. Why do you feel that way? What is missing? What can you work on? What can you add in? What can you inspire to, perhaps? Aspire to, perhaps? And then we have Mars and Pluto talking. And, this is when we get this intense feeling of wanting to succeed. We feel strong and passionate about desires, which is a good thing, but we become much more assertive. We become much more competitive. And so what happens when we do these two things in society? Yes, we get pushback. We get resistance. And that does reduce your chances of some wonderful success or victory in your life. So be careful that you're not pushing too hard, ruffling feathers, or pushing away people or help, or I can do this all and I'm passionate about it, and you just get on that soapbox and you start announcing it to the world, and everybody kind of fades away, or the energy fades away. Just be careful, okay, that you're not being too assertive or too competitive. You should only really be competing against yourself anyways. If I'm a little bit better each and every day, then that is a true definition of success on many levels. Okay, let's go to the cards, shall we? Yes, I joked a little bit in the well, I think in all of the readings for March, when it came to the big readings, on that all of our personal plan that's changed. Even Mercury decided to change two signs, right? Went into Pisces and went into Aries. So I said, and at the very end of the month, Mars says, well, if everybody else is moving house, I am too. So finally, we get Mars into Cancer. So know that your energy for stepping forward to meeting challenges is going to be a little different than it has been for an extremely long period of time for us. We've gotten very comfortable to our Mars being in Gemini. Okay, because it's not supposed to be there that long, but because of the retrograde, we had a very extended stay. So from October till now, that's a huge period of time for Mars to spend in any one sign. So we are going to kind of feel a little out of sorts, a little restless, a little like, what's going on here? And that's okay. You're supposed to. Now, our underlying energy for this weekend is the Two of Wands. This is about sitting back, meditation, prayer, contemplation, doing affirmations about what you want to bring into your reality, what you want to make tangible and real. And you're summoning it here. Okay, so here is, we talk about the nine energy and whatnot to get ready for the new energy, and we've just had a new moon in Aries, and here we are, and there is no clutter around us. Even that one box that's there is completely empty. We are ready for the new beginning. We have made space, we have made room for what we want to bring into our lives. And now we say, okay, I'm ready. Come and get me. Come on. And so whatever you want, you are calling it into the present. So step into it a little bit and feel what it would feel like when you meet that goal, when you create that reality, when you manifest that thing, that desire, that person, that want, that dream. And think of it. Now think of it maybe an hour after you realize that this has all come together for you. And now go 24 hours. And feel inside just the excitement, the happiness, the pride, the joy, the celebration within you that you've done this, that you have a success, that you met that goal, maybe even exceeded that goal. Now go a week ahead. Now what are you doing? And grow it. Grow it like it's already here, and your future is actually from that point going forward when you're looking into the future. Okay. And probably, Saturday would be the better day if you only meditate once in a while or, pray once in a while. Then Saturday would be the more suitable day, only because we have that Taurus energy helping us to sit quietly in our thoughts and meditate and pray. But of course, it is very doable in Gemini as well. Oh, look at what we get for the first card out. The Three of Swords. Well, there's healing to be done today. This could be that Venus-Neptune, okay? Where we just don't think that we are good enough, are worthy enough, are deserving enough for somebody else's love, attention, affection. That we want to push it away almost. We want to slam the door on it, like, stop already, because I'm not worthy of it. I'm not deserving. I'm a bad person. And all this ugliness comes out of you. It pours out of you. And pay attention to this and allow it to just go. Okay? Because it doesn't belong. It's not real. And so where do you feel that guilt? And why do you feel that guilt? And heal from that guilt. And heal from that guilt. So I think this card coming up first is more about, we want to gloss over things that what we want to see, okay? We're looking at things and we're looking at what we want to see. And this is what happens when we look past what we want to see and we look at the flaws, the details, and we get an awareness of something that needs work in the relationship, needs work within ourselves, and allow ourselves to have that healing, because you are worthy of it. You are deserving of it. The King of Cups, dear old dad, shows up, or at least I call him dear old dad. He's the stereotypical dad. When you were a teen and you were leaving the house, Dad would stop you and start asking you stupid questions like, how much money you got in the bank? Who you going out with tonight? Who are their parents? Where do they live? What do they do? Are they nice to you? Do they treat you well? Do they respect you? How's work going? Dear old dad asked us these questions because they should be in the conscious part of our mind. We should always be looking at the environments we're in, the people we are associating with. Is this the kind of energy that I want to be attached to, is what dear old dad says. Because that's how you find your happiness. That's how you find your joy, is being with like-minded people who raise you up, that feel, because you do the same to them when that is the kind of unity that you have with another. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So this is a little bit of fun. This is romance. This is the knight in shining armor showing up for us today. to say relax, have a picnic under an apple tree next to a bubbling brook. Okay, here he shows up. He's not in armor. He's in his Sunday best, actually. And chances are he's got a picnic planned. There's a blanket there. There is the cup in his hand, like a wine goblet. And he's picking you up to take you out. Or she's picking you up to take you out. Or they are picking you up to take you out. But it's about getting together with people and sharing time together. And sharing time together doesn't mean both of you sit in the room and you stare at your phones. Or you stare at the TV, or you're reading different books, or whatever it might be. It's about communication. It's about sitting in each other's presence. It's about saying, I see you. And making memories. So if at all you can arrange to sit down and take some time with a friend, this would be a beautiful weekend to do it, because the relationship can grow so deeply with this card. Also, if you're looking for somebody, could be this weekend you walk into them. So get out there and socialize with purpose, I always say. Okay. We have Nature's Whispers. And most of these cards are just beautifully illustrated, and there's pictures within the pictures So I'm going to hold it up while I read the small little paragraph, 3 or 4 seconds. So I just want you to kind of prepare yourself as I'm preparing the deck. Take a deep breath in and just let it go. Relax. Know that this time is for you. That's it. Just breathe. Let those shoulders slump. And we have new experiences and possibilities. 18. So the Sunday energy comes in. New experiences and possibilities. So there is the card, but you see what I mean about a picture and the picture and the picture and the picture? So what do you see? What's calling out to you? What is the message inside the card for you? And I will read the message of the book. Look around in nature. Notice the new beginnings, new experiences, and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words you would like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities. Plant your seeds and willingly venture into new territory. How fitting is that for our new moon energy that we have happening? And we'll get an animal card. And we have the wolf, the pathfinder, starting your new path, right? Oh my gosh, it's all about the forward motion, isn't it? Okay, so we'll hold this card up and we'll ask it to come in clearly, please. Or not. Somebody should, I should have a card thing made for, I don't know how I would do that. I think it's just too close maybe, or something. Sometimes we're really good with it and other times not so much. The wolf, the pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are the teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. You have a love that endures is very potent to remember throughout this weekend, because we will doubt the love that we have. The love that we have for ourselves, the love we have for others, and how much love that we should expect to be worthy of or deserve will all be on the line in the back of our thoughts. So know that you have a love that endures. Release your past and start a new journey. Well, I'm not going to beat that up, and it has been the energy since the new moon, of just releasing that past completely and going forward, not looking backwards, not having regrets, not stopping to say you're sorry or wondering if you should have done something differently. It's all a new beginning. It's all a new start. That doesn't matter except for any wisdom that you are taking forward with you. So don't, I mean, the past doesn't really exist. It's only exists in your mind. So when you stop thinking about it, it goes away. So the way you stop thinking about it is by facing it, taking the knowledge, taking the wisdom, and letting the rest dissolve. You are the teacher and help others find their way. We teach each other each and every day. We are all teachers. We are all students. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. So know that you're going to have challenges. And chances are, with Venus and Neptune alone, we're going to have challenges, okay? But Mars and Pluto, too, coming together like that, you know, we get so assertive in our determination and our perseverance. We get competitive. Once again, be competitive with yourself, not comparing yourself to others. That's not a true sign of your worth, your value, or how great you are. Okay? How great you are is by measuring yourself to yourself. Perseverance is your secret power, so never, ever, ever give up on your dreams. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you. I'm going to hold him up one more time for you there. Because isn't he beautiful?